Hey, what's up? It's Paul from Guitar World, and I'm here with Rick Heins from Fender, showcasing the brand new Bassbreaker series from Fender. There are 4 new amps in this line, and we're going to go through each one and let you hear them for yourself. First up, we're going to check out the Bassbreaker 45. So Rick, tell us about the brand new Bassbreaker 45.
Sure. The 45 is a part of, obviously, the Bassbreaker line, and its heritage goes all the way back to the original Tweed Bassmans. Those have this great classic rock and roll sound, ultra dynamic, and they've obviously spawned a lot of people through the years and taken that circuit and gone other places. We wanted to use that circuit because we realized how much people love it, but add some unique features, something that people maybe wouldn't expect from this amplifier.
So this also has like a, a different tube complement that most people would not associate Fender with.
Yeah, absolutely. Originally they came with 6L6s, but we've put in EL34s, so it has a little more English character to it. Speakers as well, so those are Celestion V-types, so those have a distinctly English or British flavor to them. But the cool thing about the amplifier is we've actually added something to it that can scale down the power from 45 watts down to 1 watt.
So not necessarily an attenuator, this is a true power scaling
It truly scales
knob.
down the power from 45 to 1 watt. And that's very helpful because we realize 45 watts is pretty loud these days.
Yes.
So to dial in the right sound at the right volume is really perfect.
So what's cool, I think, is the fact that you have there's 3 inputs, of course. A bright channel, a normal channel, and then the ability to blend with a both input, which allows you to really get a really great flavor out of the bright and normal channel. And along with the power scaling, you really can get a lot of that great crunch out of the volume.
Yeah, it's very versatile. A lot of people we know with Bassmans and other amplifiers that have 4 inputs, they generally do the jumper trick where they take it so you can blend both channels. Well, we did that for people. So with the both channel, like you said, now you can use the normal and the bright, and you find the sweet spot, set it the way you like. And then, having this kind of sound, it's all about the power tube distortion. So the power scaling makes it very versatile and sound great and feel the way it should, even at a low volume. So you get all that classic feel, and you're not shaking the house down.
Which is why I believe this is going to be considered the flagship of the Fender line.
Absolutely, yeah. It's one of those things that with Bassbreaker, as far as the name and what they entail, it's taking something from our past and blending it with something modern.
All right, Rick, let's give this a whirl. Tell us what you're going to do.
Okay, so what I want to do is find the sweet spot for this guitar. So I'm going to take, my input is going into both so that I can blend both channels. I'm going to set the bright up quite a bit, so I want more power tube distortion. I'm going to blend in the normal so I get a little bit of that low end, okay? And then I'm going to set the output probably at around 3 or 4 watts, which is still pretty loud, but it's going to give me a little bit more power in the room, a little bit more low end. All right, so what I'm going to do is now I've set it. What I can do with the guitar now is actually set the volume knob, and it makes it very touch sensitive, so anytime I roll the volume up and back, you'll see what happens.
That becomes your master volume, more or less.
Exactly. So now we've got it clean. So you can control that all from here.
Sounds great.
And you've got your rhythm, you got your lead, you got your clean tone.
Cool. All right, I'm going to give this a try as well. What I did here is I pulled up the normal volume all the way up, or close to it, and pulled the bright volume down. And of course, I'm in the both input, and I'm somewhere between, I'm going to guess, 5 to 6 watts here. Get a really nice, cool tone out of this one. Let's take a listen.
One of the things that's really great about this as well is, these days people use pedals so often for distortion, delays, all that kind of stuff. Something that Fender has always been really good about, and it continues with the Bassbreakers, is they take pedals really, really well. And this is no exception.
So that was the Bassbreaker 45. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Rick, for letting us test drive this brand new amp.
Well, thanks for having me down.
Awesome. For more information on this great new amp, check out Fender.com.